Is it alright if we just add this extension cable? It's not, it's just. I didn't realize it was, yeah, gonna. Alrighty. Welcome back to round 25 of the NPL New South Wales Women's Competition, and it couldn't be hotter than ever. These two teams facing off, trying to secure a semi-finals position. Perfect. Welcome everyone to this round 25 matchup here at Christie Park between the Gladesville Ravens and Sydney Olympic. And with just 2 rounds to go in the NPL New South Wales Women's Competition, things are looking incredibly tight. Currently Sydney Olympic sit in 4th place. They've got 39 points. Gladesville a little bit further down the ladder, but just 2 points behind. And both of these teams are looking to keep their semi-finals chances alive here today. I'm Annabelle Banfield, and I'm very keen to take you through all the action here today. Just run you through the lineups for the home side. The Gladesville Ravens, they start as follows. Number 3, Annabelle Dajko. Number 4, Eleanor Lidbetter. Number 5, Kiko Tanaka. 7, Renee Pountney. 8, Annie Halls. 9, Lexi Moreno. 17, Claudia Chalakian. 19, Natalie Sproul. 22, the captain in goals, Romina Paragira. Number 23, Keisha Allen. And 33, Patricia Charalambus. And then on the bench, number 1, Eliza Coleman. Number 10, Jess Wooten. 16, Sophie Clark. 27, Cora Villa. 35, Sarah Passafaro. And 36, Harriet Johnson. The away side here today, Sydney Olympic. They start with number 2, Gabrielle Peak. Number 3, Ebony McHugh-Shaw. 4, Aya Yamahata. 8, the captain, Brianna Oliverio. Number 9, Demi Koulazakis. 12, Tiana Jaber. 13, Tara Bodzana. 17, Maxine Peak. 25, Priya Shuriyaga. 27, Taylor Ray. And the goalkeeper, number 40, Sarah Willisey. And on the bench they have number 11, Rochelle Borromeo. 20, Anna Ivanovic. 23, Kiana Woods. 29, Helena Malesi. And 36, Natalia Giannakos. Teams are all set to go. Just checking out the net. Currently, Gladesville Ravens goal end. Looks to be a slight issue. The chair's coming out and they're just going to tighten the net in place, looks like. But they will start Sydney Olympic with the ball in the all-blue strip running from left to right, and the Gladesville Ravens in their black and white stripes going from right to left across your screen. And as I mentioned before, that mid-table is currently looking incredibly tight. It's anyone's game for that 4th position in the semi-finals. Currently, from 4th to 9th, there are just 2 points in it. And a lot of these teams over the next 2 weeks facing each other could go either way in terms of points and things. Sydney Olympic coming off a midweek game where they actually lost 1-0 to the Northwest Sydney Spirit. So, a lot of things going on in the NPL New South Wales women's competition to keep things exciting, like taping up the goal just when you're supposed to be kicking off. Sydney Olympic currently sit in 4th position, as I mentioned. They also have a game in hand, so they have one less game than the rest of the competition. They still have to face the Football New South Wales Institute for the 2nd time, and they'd be keen to pick up points in that game as well, considering last time they played they won the match up 2-1. So Olympic just need to hold on. They've lost a couple of matches recently they probably shouldn't have when you look at the ladder positions. Today they'd probably be favoured going in as 4th, Gladesville coming in as the 8th position, and just about which team can hold their nerve. Slightly strange that they're having to tape up the goal at the end of a match day. We've just had the reserve grade game between these two sides, and Gladesville Ravens won that 1-0. So a little bit strange that the goal's needing fixing between the two matches, but looks to be all sorted now. Your referees today. In the middle, we've got Alana Zick, and running the lines, we have Owen Ferguson and Thomas Dale. So they've managed to sort out the goal, and we will be underway here shortly. Olympic get us underway. Here's Kulizakis driving on the ball. She makes her return. She made her return midweek in that game v Spirit, having been out with concussion. And she'll be good for Olympic to have back. Top scorer this season. Here she is on the ball now, Kulizakis.
Mate, you didn't even need the chair. What are you talking about? Yep. Nice one, mate.
Oliverio playing back to Ray. All the way back, they've been forced here, Olympic, back to Yamahata. Ravens don't mind the other team playing with the ball in their back half, often dropping into a back five to secure up their back line in defence. It's about how Olympic can find ways through when Ravens play that low block style. Here's Jaber on the ball now, back to Yamahata. And out wide to Peak. Kulizakis on the ball now. Maxine Peak. Looking for assist to Gabrielle. Gabrielle Peak with the first strike of the game, but not on target. Paragira looking long towards Moreno. She scored the last time these two teams faced off in what was a 1-1 draw. Goals to Lexi Moreno for the Ravens and Demi Kulizakis for Olympic. Poor touch there from Gabrielle Peak. She rescued it though. And there's Jaber. Pressure being applied by Poutney. Ravens had it back, but not for long. It'll be an Olympic throw from the far side. Ball forward for Shuriaga. She'll do her best to keep it in, not quite.
Well done.
Surf's a bit quicker than perhaps what Olympic are used to, normally playing their games on grass at Peter Moore. They've played a couple of games at Jubilee this season as well, double headers with the men's side. One of a few clubs have teams in both the NPL women's and men's competitions here in New South Wales. Paragira goes on to Poutney. Good switching ball out to Charalambus. Now Moreno. Good tackle made by Gabrielle Peak. Here's Bodzana driving forward now. Maxine Peak wanted the ball at feet. Took a bit too long. The Ravens are without one of their clear stars tonight. Isabella Edwards, their striker. She's currently coming second in the Golden Boot standings, so be up to the rest of the Ravens attackers to try and find the goal. And there's our first free kick of the game. Chalakian caught late. But yeah, Isabel, she's still down. Caught a, waving arm to the face, it looked like. But she's not jumping up, and there's no medical attention heading over just yet. Didn't seem to be too much in it from here, but yeah, so Edwards is one of those players that scored plenty of goals for the Ravens this year. You may know her on dribble and on lineups as Isabel Habuda. That's her maiden name, having been married earlier in the season. But Ravens will have to make do without her today. Free kick's taken long towards Poutney. Yamahata clears it away. There's also a bush turkey, which has currently entered the field, and it's certainly getting the dogs on the sideline excited, but I imagine it'll clear if the ball goes close. Hanging around with the Sydney Olympic bench right now as the ball sent long through to Willisey. But yeah, currently a bush turkey roaming the sidelines. Not sure I've seen that on the side of a football pitch before. Olympic able to pass through feet, switch it out to the left-hand side. McHugh looking long, but finding a Raven. Poutney through to Chalakian. Back to Poutney. Puts the cross in on her left foot. Jaber gets to it first though. Ravens also missing their captain. Centre back Kim Davies out of the lineup today. So Eleanor Lidbetter stepping into the centre back role, taking her place at the back. Slightly risky throw in there, back to the goalkeeper. Dealt with well by Willisey though, quite calm under pressure. And it makes sense, she's got a wealth of, professional experience, having gone around a few different A-League women's clubs, so. Yamahata, referee says came off the chest. Ravens were appealing strongly for the handball. Did appear to come off the chest from my vantage point. Good switch there to Peak. Switch once more by Jaber. Through to Kulizakis. I apologise, that was Maxine Peak, not Kulizakis. Maxine Peak with it now. Nice 1-2 with Kulizakis. Slightly too heavy off the boot then from Kulizakis. Those three players, the two Peak sisters and Demi Kulizakis, all joining the team this year. Peak sisters from Sydney University, and Demi Kulizakis comes from Bankstown City after they were relegated last year, but the three of them were great friends and all decided to come play together. It's a pretty new look side for Olympic this season. Jaber driving forward. Kulizakis lost it to Allen. She's won it back here though, Demi. Ravens able to switch it out to the right hand side. Sproul on the ball now. So far it's been a pretty end-to-end game, although we are less than 10 minutes in, but both teams showing promise on the ball. Poutney pressing Willisey hard. Just over the head of Kulizakis. Goalkeeper certainly getting involved with their feet at both ends. Moreno with the ball forward. Yamahata gets there first. She's lost it. And Charalamba sends her effort well wide. Taylor Ray on the ball now. She's had some good news through the week, signing with the Central Coast Mariners for the upcoming A-League women's season. Spent 7 seasons at Sydney FC as Taylor Ray, but new landing spot for next season after winning the championship in 2024. She'll be keen to add another trophy here in the NPL women's competition with Sydney Olympic. Ravens with the throw.
Try to get Claudia to stay that side.
Sproul towards Tanaka. Now Chalakian. She's driving into the wide space. And she's won aside the corner. First corner of the game goes the way of the Gladesville Ravens. Ravens have sent both their centre backs up, both tall players, and Tanaka takes the corner. Blades will get their head on it, but they can't steer it goalward. Off the head of Keisha Allen. Olympic looking pretty patient at the back, just waiting for the right opportunity. Now Jaber finds Peak, continues that run. Tiana Jaber getting forward, tries to square it to Kulizakis, but Halls was there in defence.
No turn, come on, no turn!
Here's Moreno.
Come on, keep her facing backwards!
Foul committed there by Chalakian, but you could hear Jeff Abrahams calling desperately to not allow Lexi Moreno to turn. She's a very skillful player out there in the midfield. Ball at her feet. First warning there for Claudia Chalakian. She's a player out there with international experience, having played for the Armenian national team. Another player, Tiana Jaber for Sydney Olympic. She's been called up to camps for the Lebanon national team, although she hasn't made her debut as of yet. But plenty of talent from the NPL New South Wales women's competition making their way onto national team rosters. As there were quite a few NPL New South Wales women's talents who made the Australian under-20 side, heading to the FIFA Women's World Cup for the under-20s. Though none out of Olympic and Ravens. Bordana. Referee sort of served as a bit of a shepherd there. Cleared by Dashko, but nobody out there near Ebony McHugh-Shaw. She's another player new to the club from Sydney University. Quite a lot of Sydney University recruitment for Olympic this year. We've got the Peak sisters, Tara Bordana, Ebony McHugh-Shaw, as well as all the way through to Paragira there. Also, a few players recruited out of Bankstown City after they were relegated last year. Olympic picked up Kulizakis, Jaber and Rochelle Borromeo, all from Bankstown City after their relegation. And with just 2 rounds to go, club championship. In terms of the bottom of that, relegation looks to be pretty set on Blacktown Spartans, who will no longer be in the NPL New South Wales Women's Competition next year. Out of the League One Women's Competition, it looks like the Mount Druitt Town Rangers will be heading up. Referee's just checking the ball. It might not be pumped enough. Yep, she's not happy with it. Wants a new ball. But yeah, as I was mentioning, this mid-table, the fight for the 4th position in the semi-finals is incredibly interesting. Currently, you've got Sydney Olympic on 39 points. Northern Tigers and Manly United both on 38, and then Bulls Academy, Gladesville Ravens and Spirit all on 37. And with just 2 rounds to go, who knows what could happen there. Although Olympic do have a game in hand. Jaber testing things there. Oh, Charalambus can't finish on target, but that slightly nerve-wracking for Sydney Olympic. Jaber trying to head it back to her goalkeeper, who had to sort of make a save off her own player. Nerve-wracking for Sydney Olympic, but they've come away unscathed.
I'll get it.
It's been a bit... Kulizakis has shifted out to the left-hand side as Lexi Moreno sends that one high and well over the goal. But Kulizakis has shifted out to the left. Shuriaga coming inside for Sydney Olympic, changing things up a little bit. Yamahata finds Jaber wide. Looks towards Shuriaga, but Allen was well positioned in defence. Foul given there, Jaber right in the back of Moreno. Interesting sort of range. Will Moreno shoot from this far out or look for the players gathered at the edge of the box? This is probably in her range, Lexi Moreno. She's looking for support. McHugh Shaw, I think it was, with a head on it. Bodana and Kulizakis both going for the ball. Now it's Gabrielle Peak. Trelambs with the cross. Chulakian gets a head on it. Not on target. Now Gabrielle Peak. Came closer. Across the line for a goal kick, according to the assistant. But Ravens came close there. Chulakian, despite not being the tallest of players, is quite strong in the air off her head.
Good legs, just hold. Good go.
Shuriaga finds Peak, but in trying to keep it in, sends it out over the sideline just a bit further up the field.
You need to complete those. Taylor, cover off. Taylor, cover. Fingers, get your exit.
Whilst there may be a mathematical chance for whoever loses today, or if there's a draw. But really, for both of these teams, it's kind of do or die. They need to get 3 points to have a good chance at making these semi-finals. Foul given there by Shuriaga, hacking at the ankles of Kiko Tanaka. Moreno telling players to get further forward. Probably needed to send that one a bit wider so it was out of Willis's reach. Wadana, a bit too long on the ball, loses it. Now Ray. McHugh tries to play it past Chalakian, but instead it goes straight to her.
Claudia, back out! Claudia, back out!
Jay was not happy with the delivery there off the pass from Willisy. Bit ahead of her and she couldn't quite reach it. Both teams seemingly a bit nervous, a little bit rattled. There's a lot on the line in this game. In terms of next week, Sydney Olympic have a tough assignment facing third placed Illawarra Stingrays. And the Ravens, they get the emerging Jets. So that's a slightly easier matchup for them, but they need to get through today first. Dana finds Ray. Now Jaber. Through towards Peak. Lidbetter got her shoulder to it first. They've held onto the ball here though, Olympic. Found Oliverio out wide. Here's Oliverio driving inside now. Looking for support. Maxine Peak.
Play. Fuck, if there's a play there to play.
Jaber passes it straight to Ravens. And Ravens return the favour. Right to McHugh. Bit of bouncing around in the midfield. They'll be looking to settle it now they've won it back here, Olympic. One Peak sister finds the other. Now Oliverio. Bordana. Ray. Towards Shuriaga. Dashko did well in defence. Olympic have it back though. Here's Koulizakis with the cross. Dashko gets her head to it and out for a throw-in. They're building up well here, Sydney Olympic. Just can they find the right final pass to get the strike off? Especially with the Ravens playing such a defensive style. Quite a defensive-minded team. They often put 5 in their back line. Lidbetter and Paragira just passing it between themselves at the back. Now to Halls. Paragira looks long to Moreno. Well brought down off her chest. Ball forward to Charalambus. Tries a pass with her back heel. Didn't come off, but Moreno's won it back. We'll see under some pressure here. She finds Gabrielle Peak on the sideline. Charalambus. Relatively easy save for Willisy, but Olympic won't be happy with how they gave up the ball there. Both teams giving it away cheaply at times. Kulizakis, she's come all the way across to the left-hand side. Tackle was well made by Charalambous. Good switch of play there from Kulizakis to find McHugh. Now Oliverio. Looking a little bit calmer on the ball now. Olympic. Maxine Peake challenging Lidbetter. Well controlled, a nice turn there from Lexi Moreno. Good ball in behind for Poutney. Once again, Sarah Willisey having to make saves off her own players. Yamahata tried to slide and intercept it, but almost struck it towards her own goal. Keeping things interesting at the back, Sydney Olympic. And it's Willisey who so far has been asked to make the tougher of the saves. So we're about halfway through the half now. Moreno's gone down quickly here, clutching the back of her head. Looked to be a fair challenge between Yamahata and Moreno. They've both gone for the ball. She sort of hurt the back of her neck there. No free kick given, drop ball played for Olympic. Kulizakis looking forward. Lidbetter's been strong at the back, stopping forward balls. Poutney offside, the flag is raised. But nonetheless, you can see the Gladesville game plan. Defend hard, lots of players, and then try to release Poutney in behind the Olympic back line. And she's probably quicker than Yamahata, but so far Yamahata's been up to the task in terms of positioning and body shape. Here's Gabrielle Peake, finds his sister Maxine. Oh, and tries to send the cross in straight into the face of Lidbetter, who goes down quickly. That one certainly looked painful, and these days with head injuries, you'd want to check that one out in terms of concussion. She seems to be struggling a little bit. Slightly surprised we haven't had anyone medical head over there to check her out. But she's up, which is good news for the Ravens. Olympics first corner of the day. Taylor Ray. Yamahata challenging. Moreno got there in defence first. Kulizakis. It did seem to come off Charalambous' hand there, but nonetheless it's play on. Yamahata did well to win the ball, but back for Olympic. It did seem to be a handball on the edge of the box there for Charalambous, but Sydney Olympic may feel slightly hard done by, but game keeps going. Yamahata put it right in between Kulizakis and Gabrielle Peake. Poutney and Jaber. Looks like Poutney did well to keep that in. Jaber was trying to shelter it out, but didn't really get her shape right. Offside. After she'd won it, Poutney needed to head back into an onside position. Half an hour into this one now. Both teams certainly have possession, but in terms of Gladesville have probably had the better chances in the final third.
He's
Sydney Olympic will want to
like she's running around.
create a little bit more on the end of their spells with the ball.
Come on, mate. It's only an ACL.
Sproul takes it quickly, and they're looking to recycle it through the back line here. Gladesville. Charalambus with the ball over the back line towards Chalakian. But Willisey confidently coming off her line there. Jove is struggling for options. She wants more people. Well done there by Ray. McHugh Shaw. Little 1-2 with Shuriaga. Paragira looking to go long. No, she opts to hit Halls inside instead. Dashko to Halls, back to Dashko again. She's put a centre back under a little bit of pressure there. And here comes Olympic now. Kulizakis. Strike blocked. So far it's been those little nervous mistakes in the back for both teams that have gone close to costing them. Allen with the cross. Comes off the head of Oliverio. And into the arms of Willisey. Once again, Jay, but the ball just a bit far in front of her. Gabrielle Peak, Kulizakis, but Lidbetter is having a strong game, blocking most of those balls they're trying to chip over the top. Moreno now on the ball. She's allowed to turn. Chip it over the top, but goes too far. Looking pretty calm at the back for now, Olympic, but it's when they get it slightly further up the field that they can't quite get the shot off. Gabrielle Peak. Finds Maxine Peak. Good switch out to Kulizakis. She's got Oliverio. They'll have the throw in. Sydney Olympic. Their build-up plays look quite nice. They're able to switch it across the field, but it's right at the end when they should be taking a shot. They mess up the final pass or tackle gets made. They just need it all to slot together. It's Kulizakis able to turn around Sproul. Find Maxine Peak with the strike. Good save made by Paragira at her near post. Now have a corner from the left-hand side this time, Olympic. That's exactly the sort of play they need. Just getting a shot like that off. And hopefully if they do that a few more times for Olympics' sake, they can keep challenging Paragira. To their credit, Ravens have defended strongly in terms of not allowing Olympic to shoot. Corners taken by Kulizakis. Off the back of Chalakian's head, Yamahachi challenging. Charalambus comes away with it. It's Tiana Jaber with the little chip over the top. It's a foot race between Kulazaks and Paragira. Probably should have been a foul for catching the goalkeeper once she had the ball, but Ravens play on. Kulazakis she's crouched over on her haunches, so she might, not sure what's going on there. Referee's going to check it out. I think she might be bleeding. The referee's told her to go get that dealt with. Moreno just having a few words to say to Kulazaks as she heads off. The two played together at Perth Glory. So they've only got 10 on at the minute, Olympic, while Kulazakis gets dealt with. Oliverio, Maxine Peak now. Ravens are quite measured in terms of their defence, just choosing when to apply more pressure, when to hold off and play a safer positioning. So far it's worked out well for them. Moreno now, clever little spin. Headed towards the corner. Finds Tanaka. Now Halls. Out to Sproul. Coach Guillermo Rubio is calling for that cross to come in a bit earlier. Still with 10, Sydney Olympic. Paragira confident to call for that ball to be left so she could pick it up. Here's Sproul. Looking long towards Powney, off back of Powney's head to Charalambus. Flags raised. It's a good ball in from the right back, Natalie Sproul. As Kulazakis makes her way back onto the field. She's on the ball here now, Demi Kulazakis. Good ball forward towards Oliverio, and a bit too straight. Quite an evenly matched game so far. Tanaka, tackle made by Oliverio. Yamahata back to Willisey. Under a little bit of pressure here, Olympic, but they've done well. Brought it out through Gabrielle Peak. Shuriaga finds Bordana in the midfield. Now Taylor Ray, the clever little ball for Kulazakis. Bordana challenging Dajko. Olympics still have it. Poor pass there from Bordana. Moreno's able to win it. But Ray's won it back. She seems to be just popping up in the right places. Here's Gabrielle Peak. Can she get the shot? Can she get across? She gets the cross and wins inside a corner. Lidbetter once again, not letting much through her. It's Ray who heads out to take it on this right-hand side. Probably the best in terms of aerial threat. Ray's one of the shorter players on the field tonight. Ball comes in towards Yamahata. Ball seems to head through everyone. They've lost it. Here's Sydney Olympic. Ball's with Poutney now. Charalambus to Moreno. Not for long. Olympic have it back. Nice 1-2 between Oliveria, Koulizakis. Finds Maxine Peak. Flag stays down. Peak with the effort towards goal. Paragira well in control of that one. Heading long for Moreno. Yamahata did well. Good control and now driving forward. Both backlines are doing quite well so far. I mean, no goals have gone in. That's the ultimate test for a backline. Can they keep a clean sheet? And with just a few minutes to go in this first half, neither team has been able to find the back of the net. Dashko tries to clear it. Lidbetter gets it a bit further. There's no Ravens players up challenging. Willisey switches it out to Jaber. Now Bodzana. Finds Gabrielle Peak, slight push in the back, but it's played on. Shaw finds Ray, who's slotted into the back line. Oh, Yamahata was further forward. Good ball, finds Maxine Peak. Ravens were appealing for the handball. It did kind of look like it hit Peak's hand there. Oliverio to Ray. Building it up here nicely, Olympic. But that wasn't the pass to make. Paragira well in her domain. Oliverio, Koulizakis back to Bodzana. Good stretch from Koulizakis there. Switch of play from the Ravens, able to send it out to the right-hand side. Here's Dashko. Looking for Chalakian. Bit too straight for her, that ball. Both teams look quite comfortable in the middle of the field. They're building it up nicely. It's just when they have to get it to their front line. Here's Dashko, did well. What was she? Caught Koulizakis, who stayed down. She's up now, but hopping around. Sproul, side to Tanaka. Now Poutney. Renee Poutney, not able to control it. Ravens still have it. Here's Halls. Good ball forward to Allen. Now Trey Lambus with the ball into the area. Well taken by Willisey. Good amount of pressure there, so good composed take. She's been playing well, but I think Ray's really crucial to Olympic this game. She's got to be the link between the backs and the forwards. She's linking up well with the back line. It's just getting those right balls forward. Good tackle made there by Ray. Kulizakis. Ball for Shuriaga. They don't really have many numbers here, Olympic. It's just Shuriaga and Maxine Peak. Back to Bordana. Ball out towards Oliverio. Oliverio! She's able to pass that into the net. Well controlled there by Brianna Oliverio. And a nice, calm finish. And just before the stroke of halftime, Sydney Olympic get the opener here at Christie Park to make it 1-0. Just slight miscommunication between the Ravens backline there. Paragira came out, didn't get to the ball. Sproul and her sort of got in each other's way. And it opened up nicely for Brianna Oliverio to finish. Can Ravens have a reply before halftime? No, there we go. Into the break. Halftime here at Christie Park. Sydney Olympic up 1-0 over the Gladesville Ravens with plenty to play for here in the second half. Welcome back, everyone, to the second half here. Gladesville Ravens get us underway. Running left to right across your screen in the black and white stripes. I'm Annabelle Banfield. And it should be a good second half for both of these teams who need a win if they're going to challenge for the semi-finals. Currently, as things stand, Sydney Olympic up 1-0 over the Gladesville Ravens.
Although, probably should have. Where's that one?
They've got to throw deep in their own territory here, the Ravens. Olympic throw in here. Both teams desperately need this win as things sit currently. Olympic are in 4th position and Gladesville in 8th, but just 2 points separate them. That mid-table looks incredibly crowded heading into the final round of the season next week. Olympic also need to keep their lead after the Northern Tigers beat NSW 4-1 in their match. Currently, Olympic are 1 point ahead of the Tigers, so they need a win to stay in front. Otherwise, they'll drop to 5th place. Trail Lambus with the cross. Back to Tanaka. Tanaka with a strike. Good save there by Willisey. But that's the sort of attacking football that the Ravens need to produce. This is sort of their season on the line here, considering they are in 8th, one of the weaker goal difference of the teams on 37 points. Just scanning the field, neither team looks to have made any changes coming out of the break. But the Ravens have so far started this second half with a little bit more energy, a bit more speed with the way they're playing. Yamahata and Tanaka both going for the ball there, 2 Japanese players in this NPL New South Wales women's competition. Moreno back to Dashko. Chalakian, that's a nice little build up from the Ravens. Can they get something out of it?
Don't dive.
Good tackle. Shuriaga comes away with it. And she's got Peak inside her. Maxine Peak towards Shuriaga, who was offside.
We don't need to rush. Just retain the ball.
Taken quickly by Paragira. Almost caught Shuriaga, who was hanging around the ball trying to slow things down.
Go on, Bree. Go on, Bree. Go.
Here comes Jaber driving forward.
Do it quick. Touch pass. Priya. Got to face forward there, Priya.
Switch is made out to Oliverio. 1-2 with Bordana, just a bit too heavy for Oliverio to reach. But both teams are looking to move the ball a bit quicker. Try and, catch the other team out a little bit. Because the pace of the game in the first half was quite slow, actually. Both teams pretty settled on the ball, but looking to push the pace a bit more here, it seems like. Oliverio with the throw inside to Maxine Peak. It's dropped in a little bit. Back to Oliverio. Looking to switch it here, Olympic. They found Jaber. Trying to find Gabrielle Peak. Not quick enough for that ball, which quite quickly played. He's a lid better now.
That's good talk there. Keep talking to him. This is 6 5 to help you. That's good.
Aragira goes long towards Moreno. Sproul on the ball now to Moreno. Finds Tanaka. Tries to send it out to Chalakian, but Mercutio was there. Clever pass there from Gabrielle Peak to find Bordana. Now Ray. Kulizakis. Maxine Peak got to it. Jaber now. Good ball for Kulizakis. Throw in it will be, just the right-hand side of the corner post there. That was nice looking build-up from Sydney Olympic though. Sent it back to Jaber. Clever turn by Maxine Peak. Kulizakis on it, strikes with the left foot. Olympic have it back. Kulizakis on the ball again. Next switch out here to Mercutio, who's pulled to ground by Chalakian. She's got another. Ref's talking to Chalakian again. Olympic aren't happy. They think she had a talking to in the first half. That means this one should be a card. Nonetheless, Chalakian gets away with one there. It's quite wide and deep here. You'd imagine they'll look for the crowd of players gathered on the edge of the box. And it's Ray and Kulizakis both lined up behind the ball. Kulizakis takes it. Finds Oliverio. But here comes the Ravens. Pountney tries to chip it over. Jaber and Chase manages to get the chip off, but it's a bit heavy. So Willisey is brought into the play. Yamahata did well there with two Ravens closing in on her to find Kulizakis. Good ball forward from Kulizakis to find Shuriaga. Into the box now. Shuriaga looking for support. Beats lid better. Cross comes in. Too heavy. Maxine Peak will get to it out on the sideline to keep it in. She puts her cross in. Paragira able to jump up and grab that one. The punt comes off side of her boot there. Doesn't go quite as far as Romina Paragira would have liked. Sproul. Ball forward, Yamahata gets to it first. Sends it back where it came from. Here's Olympic on it now. Kulizakis controls the bouncing ball. Ray. Nice one too. With Maxine Peak. And now Jaber putting the cross in. Quite a deep cross that Paragira isn't really pressured for. Demi Kulizakis. Still going.
Too long, Demi, too long.
Gordana. Was a clever little chip, but Peak went a bit too early. Gabrielle Peak out on that right-hand side. Younger of the two Peak sisters. Earlier in the season for an article I was writing, got the chance to chat to Maxine Peak, and she did mention that there are pros and cons to playing with your sister. You know, sometimes the post-game, discussions in the car are great fun, and other times they drive home in silence together. But they've spent 6 seasons. Moreno, long effort, not on target, but Peak sisters have spent 6 seasons playing together at Sydney University, and this is their first at Olympic. Olympic wanted to make the change there, but didn't quite get the referee's attention. Rochelle Borromeo will be entering the action. Wilsey looking long. Natalie Sproul well placed. Ooh. Aggressive challenge there from Lexi Moreno. She did get the ball, but Kulizakis was taken out. And she's received the yellow card there, Lexi Moreno.
Ref.
Hey, Lino, that is the worst call I've seen all day, mate. There's been such a that is absolutely ridiculous.
And first change of the game here for Sydney Olympic. Exiting the action, number 17, Maxine Peak. And coming into things is number 11, Rochelle Borromeo. Despite the challenge there, Lexi Moreno and Demi Kulizakis seem to be in good spirits. The two are friends after having played at Perth Glory together in the A-League women's competition. Lots of players, choose the NPL New South Wales women's competition to keep themselves fit in A-League off seasons. It's got really high standard here, this competition. As such, so many Football New South Wales and NPL New South Wales players were selected into the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup squad for Australia. We've got Alexia Apostolakis Tegan Berdalicio, who was selected as a train-on player, who plays for the MacArthur Rams. Ella Buchanan, a Northwest Sydney Spirit player. Quite a few Bulls Academy players. You've got Amber Luchtmeyer, Peter Trimmis, Madeline Caspers, and also Ivani Prakash, who is a late injury replacement addition. Here comes Olympic though. Annie Hawes didn't fall for the Taylor Ray step over. Also in that Australian squad, you've got Indiana and Janaea Dos Santos, who both play for the Blacktown Spartans. Carly Johnson, who plays for Manly United. And Talia Franco, who plays for Sydney University. So plenty of NPL New South Wales women's talent will be headed over to the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. Over in Colombia, that tournament, which will run from the 31st of August through the 22nd of September. As I mentioned earlier, this mid-table from 4th to 9th heading into round 25 was separated by just 2 points. Certainly a race on for that 4th position. That last semi-final spot. Both of these teams in the hunt, with Olympic 4th heading into this match. And if they can win, they will consolidate that 4th position. And Ravens in 8th. Here comes Moreno. Pountney out wide, the flag will be raised. But yeah, if Olympic can't hold on to the win today, they'll drop to 5th place after the Northern Tigers beat UNSW 4-1 up at North Turramurra. Also heading around the ground for some results. Blacktown Spuns are up 2-0 over the Football New South Wales Institute at halftime in that match. As the ball's played out wide for the Olympic goal kick. Illawarra Stingrays and Northwest Sydney Spirit match is level at 1-1. Down in Wollongong. Good defending there from Natalie Sproul to block the through ball. Also in action, MacArthur Rams are up 3-0 over the Bulls Academy, who are one of the other teams on 37 points, like the Gladesville Ravens. And then Manly United, who head into this one, sit on 38 points. Oh, here's Poutney. Willisey does well to come out. Manly United currently losing 1-0 to Sydney University. Final game of round 25. Apia Leica are currently up 2-0 over the Emerging Jets. So there's your action from around the grounds. This one, as it stands, Sydney Olympic up 1-0 over the Ravens here at Christie Park.
Calm, we're good.
Willisey has been composed all night, getting some questionable pass backs from her own teammates. Once again, Natalie Sproul doing well to defend the through ball. Olympic have it now. Kulazak's out wide. Finds Borromeo. Those two played together at Bankstown City last year. Made the move over to Sydney Olympic. Here's Bordana to Oliverio. Plays a little through ball in behind that I think she thought Kulazakis wanted, but she didn't make that run. So a little miscommunication there from Sydney Olympic. Olympic really need the points today. They've got a tough opponent next week in Illawarra Stingrays, although they do have a game in hand against the Football New South Wales Institute. For the Ravens, this is also do or die for them, especially after the Tigers win. They need to pick up 3 points here if they're to make a charge for the semi-finals. Next week, Ravens have Jets, so they'd be fancying their chances of taking home 3 points there. They have to win here first for it to matter. Tigers next week will play Sydney University, so again, another team in the hunt. They would have a matchup that they'd be fancy themselves to win against Sydney University, currently sitting 10th place on the ladder. Chalakian tries to reach it in time, just over the line. She whacks it into the balcony. Glass railing. Oliveria with the throw in, looking for Bordana, but Moreno reads it well. There's Poutney. Referee says play on. Ravens believe there was something in that. She's still down, Renee Poutney. I think the referee saw some sort of slip, but she's still down and game has been stopped. Gladesville sideline, and stands aren't happy with referee Alana Zick's performance, but
Stay on it, Olympic, go well.
And Guillermo Rubio will cop a yellow card for his protests against that call. Moreno tackled by Borromeo. Now it's out to Gabrielle Peak. Yamahata was looking for Shuriaga, but instead it found Tanaka. She's got it back here though, Yamahata. Ray looking for Borromeo. Lidbetter got to the ball first, but it's Borromeo who's on it now. Good ball inside to Ray. Ray with the shot. Karakira with the save. She's keeping her side in it. It's up to the Ravens at the other end to make those efforts count. Kulizakis on the ball. Shaw to Shuriaga. Tries to send it out to Oliverio. Chalakiam is doing well in defence. Moreno's got to be careful. She's already on a yellow card. Played quickly here by Olympic. Oliverio with a nice run forward. Cross comes in. Cleared away by the Ravens on the penalty spot. And now Hall sends it out over the sideline. Back to Bodana. Out to Jaber. Looking to find the pass to get forward here. Sydney Olympic. Jaber on the ball now, 2-on-1 with her and Peak. Peak went a bit too early though. She's gone offside a few times. Gabrielle Peak needs to watch your line a little bit better. This game is crucial for both sides, as I've mentioned. Olympic need the win to stay in a semi-final position. Ravens need the win to keep their season alive, and if they can get 3 points here today, they will jump up to 5th place. Sydney Olympic will slip down to 6th position after Manly United and Bulls Academy both dropped points, but Tigers had that 4-1 win over UNSW. Well controlled there by Moreno. Tanaka. Chalakian, now Poutney. Left the ball behind. Yamahata comes away with it. Peak sends it straight to a Raven. And here's Chalakian with a long range effort. Willisey covering good ground to reach that ball. Willisey with pressure incoming. Sends the ball straight to Lexi Moreno. Not where she would have wanted. Tackle made by Oliverio. She wanted the throw in too, but did seem to come off her last. Tackle made by Ray. And the clearance in the follow-through by Oliverio. Willisey just waiting, taking a few more seconds off the clock. 25 minutes into the second half here. The Ravens need to try and get some more opportunities going if they're to come back in this one. They are only 1-0 down now, but they need 3 points to keep their season alive. Played quickly by Paragira. Found its way out wide to Sproul. Dashko sends it to Moreno. Lovely pass to Chalakian. Chalakian looking for the early cross. Jabel's well positioned to win it for Olympic. Ray draws plenty of attention. Able to release it quickly. Yamahata once again. She's been awfully composed at the back for Olympic. Oliveria driving inside. Finds Shuriaga. She was onside, cuts inside. Gets the shot off. It was wide. And Paragira made the save as well. So on we go. 1-0 here at Christie Park. Oliveria coming to put pressure on Sproul. Sproul plays a clever pass down the line to Moreno. Side to Chalakian, but they're forced back here, the Ravens. Olympic shifting to quite a defensive shape when they lose possession. Almost a back five. Leaving just Borromeo alone up the top. But they know they can't afford to concede here, Olympics, so defence has to be the priority now that they've got a goal to their name. An Olympic throw in from the far side. Moreno switching it, lands off the back of Oliverio's head and makes it way out to Sproul. Clever cut inside, cross comes in. Bodana covered enough ground to come in just at the right moment. Another nice turn by Natalie Sproul, who's playing well. Yamahata with the header away. Once again, Yamahata. Sproul with the cross. Finds Allen. Save made by Willisey. Not really meaningful connection there from Allen. Oliveria's gone down. And medical attention has been called for. Not quite sure what happened to Brianna Oliverio there, but hope she's all right.
Alice, no good. Alice, no good. Breathe. Done.
Jeff Abrahams wants a decision on the sideline. Should he be preparing a substitute? Yeah, the sub will be made. Oliveria's taken off the armband, just handing it to Taylor Ray, who will take over as captain for the rest of this one. So it will be number 8, Brianna Oliverio, making her way from the field. Coming on, number 29, Helena Malesi. And Priya Shuriaga will shift back into that left back position as Malesi heads into a striker role and Rochelle Borromeo drops into the midfield. So a little bit of a reshuffle for Sydney Olympic. Yamahata now on the ball for Sydney Olympic, looking forward. Tries to find Malesi, who has her first touch of the game there, and a tackle on Tanaka. Charalambos wins the ball off Gabrielle Peak. Tanaka now to Chalakian, who's made her way over to the left-hand side of the field. Plays quite a roaming style, looking for space anywhere on the field. Claudia Chalakian. Looked like it was going to fall nicely for Charalambos there, but Yamahata did well in defence. She's having a good game at the back for Sydney Olympic. Nice ball for Shuriaga, and now inside to Koulazakis. Pass just a bit ahead of her. So Ravens have it here. Halls finds Moreno.
Oh, control that, Taylor.
Taylor Race gone down. She seems to be okay, looks to be laughing on the ground.
Taylor.
Just
Taylor, bring those down.
in a little bit of the action there.
Taylor,
First substitutions of the game for the Gladesville Ravens. Coming from the field, number 5, Kiko Tanaka, and number 4, Eleanor Lidbetter. And into the action, 36, Harriet Johnson, and 35, Sarah Pasifaro. With less than 15 to go here in regulation, Gladesville know they need to score. Really, they probably need to score twice, so looking to add some attacking flair to the game. Those two substitutes shifted into a bit of a back three. Here have the Ravens pressing hard. Might allow some space for Olympic to exploit though. Here's Shuriaga. Koulazakis. Finds Bordana. Not well controlled by her though. It's lost. Pasifaro there with her first touches of the game. Quite a quick and strong player she is. She's quite young. I believe she's age eligible to play under 18s, but she's in the reserve grade squad. Here comes the Ravens. Long ball forward to Pasifaro. Trying to cut inside. J-Bill's strong enough to force her back. Here's Johnson now, the other substitute. Moreno, it's fallen to her on the edge of the box. Force play back to Charalambos. Little chip over the top, aim for Pasifaro. Well done there by Sydney Olympic. And Willisey once again, just holding the ball up, trying to take a few precious seconds off the clock.
Let's go, Freya.
Borromeo on the ball. Lovely switch of play out here to Shuriaga. Bit of a miscommunication there between Shuriaga and Koulazakis. They both thought the other one was going to take the ball. Poutney. Referee says that one's gone out over the sideline. It's close, that's for sure.
Even in possession, why do you sit?
Ravens are putting up a good fight. They are missing Kimberly Davey, Isabella Edwards, and a couple of their other players who've shoved for them this season. You know, Nicola Orgill's been in the starting lineup at times. Libby Copus-Brown, so probably not a full-strength lineup for the Ravens here tonight. Same can be said for Olympic, though. They've had struggles with injury this 2024 campaign. Shuriaga, long effort that wasn't on target. Ravens making their second sub of the night. Number 10, Jess Wooten, will enter the action in place of number 7, Renee Poutney. The regular reserve grade striker getting action here tonight with the first graders. Ravens just trying to spark something here with under 10 minutes to go in regulation. Needs to come soon. And I can't say I've done all the maths. There may still be chance for the Ravens if they can only manage a draw tonight. If they lose, there is no chance. Moreno, long effort. Willisey takes that one calmly and then falls to ground. But really, for the Ravens to have a meaningful chance, they need to win here tonight. Shuriaga finds Kulizakis again. Cross comes in. Allen gets to it first. She can't properly clear it. Dashko does better, finds Moreno. Ebony McHugh had won it, but Moreno made the tackle. Ravens throw. Chalakian. Back to Halls. Inside to Moreno. Now Chalakian once more. Cross is coming in. Finds its way to Pasifaro. Can she hit the strike? Pasifaro. No, well defended there by Sydney Olympic. Just trying to get it onto her preferred left foot. Couldn't do so without Sydney Olympic getting in the way. But that there was lovely build-up play from the Ravens. That's the sort of play that needs to keep happening if they're going to find a goal here tonight. Here's Malesi on the ball for Sydney Olympic. Helena Malesi back to Peak. Looking inside for Borromeo, but Hall's intercepted it. Seemed to be a foul on Wooten there by Yamahata, but it's played on. Sproul. Inside to Dashko. Ray now. Moreno on the ball for the Ravens. Kulizakis did well. That matchup's certainly been an intriguing one tonight. Here's Bordana. Hall's coming in with pressure. Bit of contention about whose thrown it will be. It's been awarded for the Ravens. And final substitution window of the night for the Gladesville Ravens. Cora Villa, number 27, entering the action. And Natalie Sproul, number 19, heading off the field. Natalie Sproul played well tonight, especially in a slightly unfamiliar position, normally a midfielder. Did well at right back for the Ravens. Here's Pasifaro. Now Jess Wooten. Wooten. Olympic are protesting. They thought there was a foul on Yamahata in that build-up, but the Ravens corner's been awarded. That's a bit of a set-piece specialist here in Patricia Charalambus.
Make contact! Make contact! Contest!
Charalambus sends it into the area. It's come off Kulizakis' head, fall into Moreno. Played that first time off the half volley. Well, off the bounce, really. It was a proper volley with decent technique, but she couldn't keep it down. Here's Shuriaga. Finds Kulizakis inside. Looking for Borromeo. Ball's fallen to Ray. Over the top to Kulizakis. And the foul's been awarded for the Demi Kulizakis handball. When the whistle went into the mouth, wasn't quite sure which way it was going to go. As after that handball, Kulizakis seemed to be tripped. But the Ravens get away with one there. It was a nice build-up from Olympic before that handball. Shuriaga trying to play the ball in behind, not great connection on it. Foul's been given there as Borromeo pulls Villa to ground, and then Ray kicks the ball away, so Ravens are not happy. She's going to Taylor Ray with the yellow card there for kicking the ball away. That certainly excited all the Ravens players, particularly Romina Paragira, who came out to let the referee know about it.
Honestly, what are you doing out? Ross, sit in for a sec.
Here's the change for Sydney Olympic. Number 2, Gabrielle Peak, exiting the field, and it will be number 23, Kiana Woods, joining the action. They still have one substitution window to go, I believe. Oh, they may not actually, because of the Brianna Oliverio substitution. I apologise. I think both teams have used all 3 substitution windows here tonight. Into the final couple minutes of regulation here. As we head around the ground, Illawarra Stingrays drew with Northwest Sydney Spirit. Good ball for Shuriaga. Paragood did well to come out. Rams are currently up 5-0 over the Bulls FC Academy, which won't help their claims for semi-final position Bulls. MacArthur, though, remain in pole position to claim the minor premiership. An exciting matchup between them and Arpia Leichhardt next week at Lambert Park. Here's Wooden on the ball now for the Ravens. Cross comes in. Pasifara gets to it. Sidelines screaming for the handball. Ravens will have to settle for a throw-in. Yeah, as I mentioned, the scheduling's turned out perfect. Both minor premiership contenders, MacArthur Rams and Arpia Leichhardt, face off in the final week of the competition. So we will be seeing that minor premiership at Lambert Park. Bouncing around in the box here. Villa with the strike. Willisey, who's been strong at the back tonight. Shuriaga on the ball. Here's Borromeo. Cross comes in. Defended by Johnson. Apia Leichhardt also claimed 3 points today, winning 3-1 over the emerging Jets. So in that matchup next week, if that's a draw or a MacArthur win, they will claim the minor premiership. If Apia can get the win at Lambert Park, they will get the chance to lift the minor premiership trophy in front of their home fans. Taking it into the corner there are Olympic, and they've won the throw-in. Just trying to take time off the clock here as we're into the 47th minute of this second half. Can't be long to go. Also heading around the ground, Sydney University held on to that 1-0 win to beat Manly United. Here's the Ravens. This is for their season to keep it alive. They need a goal here, but they've given away the foul. Cora Villa. Pushing Kulazakis in the back, who's been on the ground quite a few times tonight. In the war's a little bit Demi Kulazakis, and she's only just recently returned from a concussion injury, so taken long towards the corner. Kulazakis will try to get there, not quite. For the Ravens, there's a slight rush to get this goal kick in. Halls looks long towards Wooten. McHugh Shaw was well placed to win it for Olympic. Borromeo finds Bordana. Now it's Paragira. Going long and going quickly is the game plan for Ravens at this stage. Moreno heads it over the top. Here's Wooten. She's been forced a little bit wide. Inside to Lexi Moreno. Tries to cut inside. Pulls. Pulls on the ball once more. Charalambus now. Poor touch from her, and Shuriaga gets to it. Malesi and Paragira chasing for the ball. Malesi wanted to take the throw-in quickly and was advised against it. Olympic trying to take as long as possible when they are on the ball. Lexi Moreno tackled by Kulazakis. Shuriaga finds Bordana now. Seems to have hurt her shoulder in a challenge with Chalaki in there. Tara Bordana's still down in a bit of pain there. But there is full time here at Christie Park. Sydney Olympic get the win 1-0, hold on to 4th position in this NPL New South Wales women's competition. Hopefully Bordana is okay, just hurt her shoulder at the end of the match, but that ends the Gladesville Ravens' chances at semi-finals. Olympic keep theirs alive. Exciting game here at Christie Park. Make sure you tune in next week for the final round of the NPL New South Wales women's competition. I'm Annabelle Bamfield, and it's been my pleasure taking you through this one. Good night, everyone.